heavily dive-oriented hero. When you have the Brody, you have the Corrosive Strike. It's a little bit of that stun. Pair it up with the Flicker, and you have some great mobility. But they are going to go in for something that's just as good, I feel like, at least recently. But it's the Natan. I feel like the Brody's a little bit better. I haven't seen the highest success rate with the Natan in the NA scene yet. But it has been slotted a lot, surprisingly. So hopefully today we get to see some mastery from the side of Burmese schools pulling it out. But something that we got to see work really well last game but not pull off the victory, they are going to pull in the Martis.
Yeah, it seems like they watched the previous game and thought like, oh, the draft is good, but the execution isn't there. We're gonna do all this perfect. But a couple of words about Nathan. Like, I don't know. I played Nathan a lot, and it's like good hero, but it seems like, at least for me, he's working only when enemy don't know how Nathan works exactly. And when you kind of know how he worked, it's not that hard to counter him. He's like pretty good, but he's a glass cannon. He really wants to like stay in with the ult, have his stacks, and like fast kills. He has insane amount of damage, but he need to achieve that window when he just can stay on a one place and damage a lot. And this might not happen if your enemy is aware of what you want to do. So it's going to be a really interesting game. I love to see Nathan. And he's, in my opinion, he can't win on the lane carry, but he can't either lose the carry as well. If carry goes like with this HP region build, he's not going to be able to harass her out. She's way too tanky. And on top of that, if he make a mistake and he catches first kill from the carry, he might even lose the lane. But I guess the players on this level understand all of this.
I think the Minotaur would be great here. Looking at deusvult, they can definitely... either side can use it. Burmese schools would be great because they'd be able to definitely catch a lot of those heroes at bay, especially with the Diggy being banned out nice and early. But they don't have priority on the second phase of this draft, which means deusvult may be able to steal it if they're keeping their eyes on it. Now, CC was picked up from Kid Bomba. It's going to work in his favor. I can't wait to see how that kind of goes. Did excellent inside of M5. Definitely a crowd favorite over there from the side of deusvult. Burmese schools... They have the Martis, good anti-CC, especially up against that Guinevere, who's going to be trying to dive in. Now, I wonder why they banned the Diggy, though. Are they trying to bait out the Minotaur? Are they trying to get it themselves? Time will tell. As the final ban has been finalized for both sides, they're going to go ahead and take out the Brats, trying to limit the jungling capability. It looks like they might expect this to be a Guinevere roam, which is the beauty about it, right? It can be a flex pick. It can be XP, roam, jungle, you name it, it can do it. But definitely with the CC in there, that'll be the XP laner. Now... Do we even consider Ruby the XP for this one? It's a flex pick as well, which could also be the roam for Burmese schools.
It's like, this draft, two-sided variations when you can, like, make your enemy guess, because it can be either roam, like last game we saw the roam Ruby, and it might be exp as well, but exp, like, I don't know, Ruby is way too defensive on the exp lane, and especially CC is going to pressure Ruby, and Ruby is gonna be forced to clear the wave second under turret, and this allows enemy explainer to rotate and pressure your team, which you don't want to appear in the Minotaur. Yeah, Minotaur. I just wanted to credit the Diggy ban. I don't think Diggy ban is because Burmese goals want to pick big crowd control. I think it's part of the reason, sure, but the most part of this reason is because the deusvult are so good with playing with this kind of vision-given heroes, which is Selena and Diggy. They like play using this information super good. I think this is the main reason. And it also scales to the late game and start being the problem, Diggy.
Yeah, it definitely could also be, because Sawo, on how well he kind of performs on the Diggy as well. A little bit of that comfort pick, taking it out of his hands, a secret weapon on the way. And we're going to see Burmese skills. They're not really going to waste any time in the draft, just quickly selecting their final picks. They are going to pick up that Baxia. So this may be a Boxia in the jungle, which means the Martis will be in the XP lane, and the Ruby will be the roamer, if I'm looking at this correctly, for the side of Burmese Schools. Looking at deusvult, though, they do have that Minotaur. Nobody to really stop them from popping up that Minoan's Fury for that group set. They do have a Lilia, though, to be able to deal some damage and burst him down. And then the final pick on the way for the side of deusvult, it's the Nana. How do you feel about that?
Oh, you called it. You called it. You wanted to see it. And yeah, that's a pretty good hero. Pretty solid rework on the second skill and the third skill as well. Now you can like guaranteed combo it, and this is a lot because now when you have ultimate, you basically can use it every single time. Like second skill ult, and it's guaranteed stun if you master the skills. No randomness, because like when the second skill was running for the target, he was like running, and he at the last possible second he can like 180 to backwards, and Nana gonna ult on top of that and gonna miss, and like it's almost impossible to guarantee.
Yeah, speaking of guaranteed, we are jumping into the land of Dawn. Inside of the virtual arena we go for Games of Future 2024. Two M Series talents going head-to-head in group stage A. You're going to be seeing all the way outside from Russia. That's right, deusvult is back in action again, placing fourth in M5, going up against burmese Ghouls, all the way from Myanmar. Which way will this game go? Will we see dlarr leading the way on this Martis, which is actually in the XP lane in the Boxia jungle? Or will we see Magister pull out some magic tricks from his bag with the Guinevere jungle?
Yeah, we're going to see, but mid lane is being slightly pressured by deusvult, and the river minion is being contested. Ruby joins. Ruby is actually Baxia is there, ready to fight, but nobody contesting the river minion. Guinevere going for the X-plane rotation and almost level 4. Gonna try to probably use the ultimate, but it's not the best target to gank. Actually, the Martis can easily dodge all of this CC.
Yeah, speaking of Martis, you can tell he's definitely going a little bit more defensive, right? He picked up the concussive blast over there. So I'm definitely going to be kind of keeping my eyes on him. On the bot side, though, you are going to be seeing Stitch running on this Natan, going up against Hiko on the carry. Both really good heroes when it comes to bursting down your opponents, and it's going to be a battle of who can get to the late game items first. Now, I would definitely expect some heavy prioritization into the gold lanes. If you can delay either the Natan or the carry, by getting a kill on them, especially this early in the game, it's going to be huge to be able to take control of this match. As we are going to go ahead and see both teams ready to rotate around. Turtle has spawned in, and Saksa and Magister in position for the aggro.
And the Minotaur and the Ruby, which are the roamers, trying to take the level 4 on the mid lane, which not going to work, obviously, but if Turtle is being farmed, the team gonna get level 4 first, and the Guinevere going in right into the Saksa and follow up with the team which make the kill, but the dlarr is revenging his fallen jungler with his own ultimate and trying to get the double kill, which absolutely works with the concussive blast you mentioned, which make unnecessary damage, and going for the turtle, I guess, is not Saksa gonna join right there, and the turtle is going to get farmed.
And that's going to be a double kill for a double kill. Kid Bomba able to get one first, and then dlarr right on his back with the decimation is able to claim that and get the turtle, and now maybe able to get a kill as Sunset Lever trying to get out. Big flicker play, able to escape with 1 HP, and now the flank from the side push in the mid lane. Kid Bomba trying to find on Magister. Very low, using the spatial migration to expand that distance back to his orange buff.
Yeah, 300 gold difference and red buff being farmed. And again, like gold laners are just like X-planers, like I don't know, just 1v1, and the carry is actually being pressured a lot here. Ultimate probably popped out on the Nathan here. Minotaur gonna get for the bot lane for some heals, and the Ruby is reading that kind of behavior, rotating as well. And the Guinevere going to gank Nathan, I guess, but it's going to be hard because of the pet purifies.
Yeah, definitely going to be a challenge. Both teams even so far, as we are looking at Myanmar up against Russia, deusvult up against Burmese Ghouls. Kid Bomba, a crowd favorite, definitely leading the way so far. Highest kills on the board for the side of deusvult, and then Burmese Ghouls leading the way with dlarr, stampeding through 2-0-0. Interesting enough, it's both XP laners leading the way in terms of the kills right now for both sides, but you're seeing some heavy focus onto the bot lane. You can see the I'm Infinite go in, catch Sawo, but not able to deal massive damage.
Yeah, immediately heals back to almost full with the basic region. And seems like nobody is going to gank the bot lane because the stacked up roamers on top of the gold laners, nobody wanted to risk it. Everybody wants like kind of unexpected attack, and this is absolutely expected to be expected attack. 300 gold actually still holding up to after the couple of minutes in. It means actually that all of the teams, that's a good thing is carry is doing, making Nathan lose one ballista, which is like 100 gold, and team on this level absolutely understanding this. Vengeance being blocked, but not gonna work for the pure damage Martis is doing with his ultimate with the low HP, trying to go on and secure the turtle, but on the other hand, Ruby is actually ulting on the carry and follow up with the Nathan gonna kill the carry as well, and that's big for Burmese Ghouls. And on top of that, trying to even steal the red buff. No retribution being used on Baxia still, but yeah, that's a good sweep by Burmese Ghouls.
Yeah, able to get that turtle to give him a massive XP boost as well. Off to a great start. Now taking advantage for the early game, at least leading the way. But on the top side, Nico and dlarr up against Kid Bomba. Stitch will take a turret on the bot lane. Kid Bomba very low, dealing some massive damage though. Able to catch dlarr. Will shut him down. Soxer though from the side will crash into Kid Bomba. Maybe able to take him down. You are going to see him rush in. Kid Bomba able to escape with 1 HP. Showcasing his mastery over there on the CC. 4-3 so far. Burmese leading the way in terms of kills, but in the mid lane, the narrative may change. Magister expanding that distance with the spatial migration, able to get back to safety, and now focusing on the purple buff.
Wow, so good to see Kid Bomba on the CC, just dancing around the Baxia first skill, couldn't even stun him. Wow, you can really, I saw this kind of behavior when Yuzhong, flying in and you kind of like circling him and he can't like touch you, but on the Baxia is very rare to see. Wow, absolutely great follow-up of the first skill, not ultimate, but just first skill with the flicker on the Minotaur, immediately followed up with other CC, and now he's going to probably ultimate here. First skill being popped, only Baxia being ulted, but he's trying to burst down. Him no burst down here, like Guinevere tried to go even further, probably should just enjoy the Baxia kill, not go for more, but tried to go for more and eventually didn't kill Baxia.
Yeah, Stitch able to pick up his first kill, though, which means it's going to put him a little bit ahead of Hiko on this carry. Now leading 5,100 to 4,900 for Hiko right behind him. Did pick up the Golden Staff, though, and the Corrosion Scythe. Hiko trying to get those core items. Feather Heaven picked up over there from Stitch alongside the Arcane Boost and the Holy Crystal. A lot of magic damage and pin, which should be translated into some massive output as he engages in these 5v5s. But like we said, it's 4-4 on the scoreboard. Burmese Ghouls was able to take that first turtle. Second one has spawned in. Can we see deusvult contest this?
Yeah, they probably, the Burmese Ghouls is the one who's gonna contest it probably. Guinevere are trying to like it seems like they're trying to just bait the fight because they're not hitting the turtle, not trying to just like I said with the little gun. You remember, like they going for the objectives, and the deusvult is kind of baiting for the fight. Ruby's two people ultimate immediately getting follow up with the almost killing on Nana proc. The passive, exactly, to be exact, and no good answers from deusvult actually might result the Lord kill here.
Yeah, Stitch able to take his second kill of the game. Takes down Hiko, actually, the marksman for the side of deusvult, which now is going to give him a massive advantage compared to the marksman's both scaling to that late game. And then I want to kind of put some presence on dlarr. Some great rotations across the map. He cleared his lane and then went to go join the fight on the turtle, which allowed them to get turret advantage for the side of burmese schools, now leading up by one turret and also able to claim that turret for the turtle for the XP boost. Lord has spawned in burmese schools at a slight advantage, now leading by 2,000 gold. May be able to clash it out and win these fights. Hiko off to a little bit of a rough start.
Yeah, rough start a little bit, but the carries also can't find the kind of space for a good fight. Always being in the range of that ultimate of Ruby and not being able to like kind of dodge it with its second skill or the flicker. Kind of should go with the purify, I guess, but it's too late. Need to work with the flicker now.
Yeah, and you're looking at two purifies from Stitch and Nico, which would work great when Sawa tries to pop up that Minoan Fury, but with them on cooldown, could see a possible set on the way. Aggro from the Lord has been pulled, sitting at 50% HP. Kid Bomba rotating around, having some good zonage, trying to keep the side of burmese schools at bay, but it looks like they may be able to take this Lord. You're looking at a conceal play called out, though. Saksa winding up side of the wheel, trying to find somebody to crash into. Double set with the I'm Offended, catching two members of deusvult. Big knockup, though, on the way from the Minoan Fury. burmese schools trying to hold out, but Dylan, some massive blows. You're going to see deusvult rushing in for the kill. Hiko finds dlarr, gets another, takes down Blink. A 2-for-none trade. Make that by 3. Get 0 deaths, as he's going to be able to take all three of them down for the triple kill. And we were wondering how Hiko would kind of play into this. Off to a little bit of a rough start, but now able to find his proper footing. Great way to be able to take this Lord, but little to no contest. And now deusvult may be able to have the lead for this match.
Like, Magister didn't even ult on the Guinevere. He just, like, Minotaur kind of went in. He kind of forced to use his ultimate because he gonna dodge all of the CC, and he did. And the Guinevere at the same time jumped on the different direction just to save up and didn't even do anything in the fight. All of these kills went to Carry and the CC, basically, and the Nana.
Yeah, and now with this Lord, you may be able to see deusvult claim some more of these turrets. They are now leading up by 1, able to take the tier 1 turret in the mid lane, which means now they have the opportunity to invade the orange and purple buffs with little to no contest from burmese schools, force them a little bit further back in their jungle. And you are going to see Kit Bomba, great rotation around, will be able to proxy off this lane, take the tier 2 turret on the top side, and now a siege for the tier 2 in the mid.
Yeah, tier 2 Lord is being crushed pretty fast, and the second wave of minions on the mid lane probably gonna result the tier 2 tower, but the deusvult actually enjoying like 3 towers, and that's gonna be the Lord. Called for good Lord, I guess.
Yeah, you are going to see that tier 2 cleared in the mid lane. Now burmese schools sitting in their base with only the inhibitors to protect them from that base crystal being bursted down from the side of deusvult. deusvult, like you said, 2 M-series talents, able to place a little bit higher in M5 over burmese schools, losing to Blacklist and placing 4th place, showing that they've definitely been practicing since the World Tournament. burmese schools, though, can't count them out just yet. Definitely have a shot. It's only 5 to 7. They're only down by 2 in terms of kills, but in terms of gold, you're looking at a 3,000 gold lead for the side of deusvult.
Yeah, and the map control just rotate back to burmese goals. They deusvult didn't wanna presence here on the enemy side of map and just went back, let burmese goals go out, probably maybe for next their attack.
Yeah, and you're looking at the item showcased on the board so far. Nana, Sunset Lover, even though it's not high in kills, he has some massive magic damage. Has the Genius Wand, also stacked up with the Divine Glaive for some of that additional late pin. you're looking at some good ground control. deusvult playing very comfortably, but they are going to lose that bot side. Nobody there to kind of fend off those minions. Kid Bomba trying to get there in time, but it will fall. There will be another turret into the hands of Burmese Ghouls, and now currently still down by 3. They still need to find a way to equalize this economy. When it comes to the 5v5 engagement, we've seen deusvult able to kind of win it out. Hiko pulling off that massive triple kill and also allowing them to get the Lord has definitely turned this back around in their favor. But can they maintain this lead, or will we see Burmese Ghouls find a way to disrupt their synergy?
Yeah, and the Nana having this James Bond stats and gonna try to, I don't know, get some kills probably in the next fight. Nathan here with Ruby trying to maybe pick some random kills on the other side of map of the Lord, knowing that the whole team of deusvult are probably gonna get for the Lord here. I mean, I don't know, that's a kind of weird decision, and they might find carry here, which spot them immediately, even pop the ultimate for additional movement speed, just to keep herself safe and running into the Lord.
Just look at Kid Bomba with the mobility over there with the CC, pressuring dlarr and Soxa from even being able to enter the Lord Pit, providing some great vision for the side of deusvult right there.
As well.
Yeah, and the damage is there. Definitely being a problem. He just picked up that Athena shield too. Looks like he was a little bit worried about Nico, possibly Stitch as well, dealing some massive damage. But now, able to kind of frontline, provide the vision, and keep Burmese Ghouls from entering the Lord Pit seems to be his primary objective. But it's a battle of patience, right? Both teams trying to bait out some utility to be able to engage and take this neutral objective.
Yeah, just like I saw it, like you can clearly see what I meant by the why Lil Gun is going for the 50-50 Lord. Like, see, deusvult don't want to go towards the 50-50 Lord. They bait in enemy to attack the enemy and only then taking the Lords. That's exactly what I was asking. Like, why do you want to go for these fights?
Speaking of fights, Kid Bomba now taking a little bit of damage, sitting at about 75% HP. Entropy being activated by Stitch a little early, not inside of the Lord Pit though. Magister will claim the Lord for deusvult, and now going to go in for the punish knockup with the Minoan Fury. Going to go ahead and get Soxa airborne. Not going to be able to get the kill. Hiko, though, will take down dlarr. One member falling from the side of Burmese Ghouls, and also a Lord into the hands for deusvult.
And Minotaur couldn't, he used first skill plus flicker, but he couldn't press ult right immediately, and he got stunned, and only then he ulted. If he just spammed the ultimate, it would resulted probably more kills at this point.
Yeah, now with this Luminous Lord make his way on the top side, deusvolt's in a great position to be able to open up the base from Burmese Ghoul. They only have their inhibitors to really go through. We're sitting at that 15-minute mark, 45,000 gold compared to 41. This is officially the late game, and you are looking at deusvolt's going to go ahead and sink these lanes. Lord will be making his way on the top side. Will the shields of Burmese Ghouls all the way out from Myanmar be able to hold off the dagger from Russia with deusvolt's pushing through?
The mid lane is being probably gonna get pushed, and the top lane, actually Lord is going to cast his skill on the turret, and when you're trying to catch the Ruby here, jumping in, having the second phase of the second skill, baiting ultimate and trying to risk it. All three lanes is being pressured, top lane by the Lord and other two lanes by the heroes. Mid lane is fallen already. Ultimate here on Minotaur, but it's super risky. He still gets the ultimate, but stuns no one. dlarr can't get his own ultimate decapitate on the Minotaur and try to reverse and take it, and kind of failed a lot. Not the place you want to be here.
Ooh, they're going for the game ender, though. They don't have that much minions, though. 50% on the base crystal. Soxa very low. Kid Bomba able to get the kill. Maybe able to get another. Pops of Vengeance. Another will fall. Sunset Lever will find Stitch. Pay attention to the base crystal, though. Hiko will find Blink. Blink gets Sawa right before he falls. Hiko takes down Nico. Full wipeout for Burmese Ghouls out from Myanmar. As deusvult will claim victorious, only losing Sawo. And we'll be able to claim the first match of the series today in Group Stage A, off to a great start and showcasing their mastery since the M Series.
Yeah, deusvult show that they have the patience, especially on the objective patience. Like with the first